Hey guys, welcome to Git Java Tutorials. As you know, Python gives you many reasons to use it as a programming language of choice. It is one of the most popular coding languages in the market right now. In this video tutorial, we are going to basically see 10 important reasons to why we should learn Python. Yeah. So after knowing these 10 different regions, definitely you will ignite to learn Python programming language. Yeah. So let's start. So first reason I would say Python is simple and easy to learn. Python is extremely simple and easy to learn. It is very powerful language and it is closely resembles the English language, right? So contributes to its simplicity. Python is free and open source, high level interpreted, blessed with large community. Furthermore, in Python, you don't have to deal with the complex syntax. Yeah? So many points I have explained over here. First of all, I would say it's a freeware. You don't need to pay for it. It's a high level interpreted, right? Means it is a programming language which basically directly gets interpreted. Means if you come with some other programming language like C, C++, Java, then you might know once you compile your source code, then you get the different file. Either in Java you get the bytecode, right? In C++, in C++ and C, you get the basically executable file, and that you have to run, right? But in Python, if you want to run Python, then you need always the source code, right? Uh, and that's why from the source code you get the output, right? That's why it is called interpreted, right? Directly you get basically output from the source code itself, right? And Python has a basically large community. There you can go and clarify your questions, you can learn the new stuff, etc., right? And when we talk about the syntax of Python, that's much easier than some other programming language. There you don't need to deal with the some kind of always open and close brackets, semicolons, etc., right? So definitely those things we will explore in the practical examples. But I would say Python is extremely simple and easy to learn. Yeah. Now next point we'll talk about the web development. Right. Python has a lot of frameworks for developing websites. The popular frameworks are like Django, Flask, Pylons, etc. Since these frameworks are written in the Python, it's the core reason which makes the code a lot faster and stable, right? You can also perform wave, something is called wave scraping using which you can fetch details from any other websites, right? You will also be impressed as many websites such as Instagram, Bitbucket, extra. These basically websites are built on using these frameworks only. Yeah. Now, next point I would like to talk about the scripting and automation. Many people know that Python is a programming language, but Python also be used as a scripting language. In a scripting, the code is written in the form of scripts and gets executed. Machine reads and interprets the code. Error checking is done during runtime, right? So once code is checked, it can be used several times. So by automation, you can automate certain tasks in your program, right? So I would say Python is not only programming language, but it is also a scripting language. Now, next point says you can leverage data science learning as well using Python library, right? So data science has been enhanced by the using the Python coding language. There are many advantages of using Python, especially when it comes to the data science. The coding language and the development environment, it easier easier to form complex algorithm on which data or image processing can be performed. The necessary code makes it scalable to achieve rapid data analytics and create new insights for existing data. Some library which Python library which can be used when to leverage the data science learning. like you have a SciPy, Pandas, and IPython. Now, next point I would like to talk about machine learning, right? You can leverage basically machine learning process using Python. Much of the machine learning skill has been developed by the Python with the size and versatility it offers. Machine learning is a highly complex procedure taking information, rapid speeds, all of it. This requirement is a standardized coding environment that can be modeled into particular project requirements. Python is powering many innovative projects that leverage the power of ML and has been providing support to the domain. The industry of ML depends a lot on the scope of the Python while giving it more great shape from industry standpoint, right? So you can leverage the learning of machine language or ML using Python. Now we'll talk about the AI or artificial intelligence. AI is the next huge development in the tech world. You can actually make a machine learning mimic the human brain, and which has the power to think, analyze, and make decisions. Furthermore, libraries such as Keras, TensorFlow makes machine learning functionality easier. Also, we have a libraries such as OpenCV that helps computer vision's image recognition. Now, next point we would like to talk about Python for game development, right? Python is highly flexible language for game development and can create magical game environments for coders to explore. There are many software packages in the marketplace that develop of the code Python script, and many developers use them to get a base ready for gaming. Game development has been happening on the Python for decades now, which is why it's widely accepted as a core format for game coding. Python can be used where you can write a logic of using module like Pygame, which also runs on the Android device. Now, Python can be used to implement big data as well. Python basically handles a lot of hassles of the data. It supports parallel computing where you can use Python for Hadoop as well. In Python, you have a library called PyDoop, and you can write a MapReduce program in Python and process data present in the SDFS cluster. There are other libraries such as Dask and PySpark for big data processing. Therefore, Python is widely used for the big data where you can easily process it. Yeah. So of course you can implement Hadoop, right, in Python using Python. Now, next point we would like to discuss about the Python can be considered as a depth of open source framework, right? Since Python is an open source framework, many different libraries and framework can be developed. Tools like Django, Flask, Pyramid, Bottle, and CherryPy are designed to make your web framework that much more robust and your web project is scalable, right? So Django, Flask, Pyramid, Bottle, and CherryPy, these are the basically a web framework. Using these framework you can develop web-based application. Last but not the least, we will talk about the testing framework. Python supports testing with cross-platform and cross-browser with frameworks such as PyTest and Robot framework, right? So basically, when we talk about the testing, then Python provides two libraries. First, PyTest, and second is a Robot to write your test cases. Testing is a, of course, tedious task, and Python is the booster for it. So every tester should definitely go for it, right? So these are the basically 10 different topmost reason I discussed in this video, which is going to basically ignite your Python learning process, right? So that's all I wanted to discuss in this video tutorial, guys. Big thank you for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.